Hindi raw ito first time ni Governor Garcia na hindi sumunod dito po sa rule of law. It must be recalled that Governor Garcia was then a congressman of the 3rd District of Cebu, was charged before the Ombudsman of the purchase sometime in 2008 of a property that was later found to be underwater. Hindi na raw surprise sa Ombudsman na hindi tumatalima itong si Garcia sa mga suspension order kasi makailang beses na rin itong pinasuspend, di ba? Ang sabi dito, this is not the first time Governor Garcia has defied the rule of law, particularly the lawful order and decision of the Ombudsman. Hindi raw ito first time ni Governor Garcia na hindi sumunod dito po sa rule of law. Nang sabi dito dahil ang nagkaso daw sa kanya ay Duterte supporter, ang nagpataw daw sa kanya ng suspension ay kumbaga parang immune ka pag Duterte aligned, dapat hindi ka pwedeng patawan ng suspension kung may pagkakamali na nakita sa'yo, mga kapartner. O eto, basahin natin ang naging pahayag ni ng Office of the Ombudsman, mga kapartner. Basahin natin dito, and I quote, "The public declaration of suspended Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia that she will remain in office notwithstanding the valid suspension order issued by the Office of the Ombudsman that was implemented and served upon her did not come to us as a surprise." Hindi na raw sorpresa sa kanila, sa Ombudsman, na hindi tumatalima itong si Garcia sa mga tawag nito, sa mga suspension order kasi makailang beses na rin itong pinasuspend, di ba? Wala ba tayong kopya nito? Wala kayong maipakita? Wala kayong maipakita nito sa Office of the Ombudsman? Meron akong binigay, di ba? Ang sabi dito, this is not the first time Governor Garcia has defied the rule of law, particularly the lawful order and decision of the Ombudsman. Hindi raw ito first time ni Governor Garcia na hindi sumunod dito po sa rule of law. It must be recalled that Governor Garcia was then a congressman of the 3rd District of Cebu, was charged before the Ombudsman of the purchase sometime in 2008 of a property that was later found to be underwater. Accordingly, in a decision dated January 15, 2018, Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales ordered that Congresswoman, now Governor Gwen Garcia be dismissed from the service with the accessory penalties of perpetual disqualification from holding public office, cancellation of eligibility, and forfeiture of retirement benefits. In this instance, Congresswoman, now Governor, Gwen Garcia defied the Ombudsman's decision and without any court order remained in office until June 2019. Hindi pala first time ni Governor Gwen. Ito si Conchita Carpio Morales sa decision niya, hindi naman ito Duterte nito Duterte kasi 2018. Pero ang namumunod dun sa Ombudsman si Carpio Morales. Ang sabi pa dito, because the decision of the Ombudsman was not implemented by the leadership of the House of Representatives. House of Representatives pala during that time ang hindi nag-implement. What puzzles us, however, is the conflicting posture of Governor Garcia in her statements. Dagdag pa ng ombudsman. While in one breath, she claims that the order of preventive suspension is in violation of the Commission Elections or COMELEC rules, then in another breath, she seeks solace in the Secretary of the Interior of Local Government or SILG on the interpretation of the COMELEC rules. So kumbaga, ang sabi niya, malaki na, wala na yung mga logo natin. Sabi niya rito na iba violation yan sa COMELEC. Tapos, humingi rin daw siya ng advice o interpretasyon ng DILG patungkol sa COMELEC rules. Alam ko ba, hindi mo sinusunod or violation ito sa COMELEC, tapos yun din. No? So yun, parang ganun yung sabi ng ombudsman. Sabi niya ng ombudsman pa dito, with all due respect, we view this as a misplaced request for an opinion because aside from the Supreme Court, the only government agency tasked to implement and interpret the Omnibus Election Code is the COMELEC. Then she further claims that the office vested, kasi nga gusto niyang ipa-interpret pa sa DILG yung COMELEC rules. Yung makaka-interpret talaga niyan is yung COMELEC. Aside sa Supreme Court. Yung pagbibigay diin ng Office of the Ombudsman. Dagdag pa ng Office of the Ombudsman, then she further claims that the office vested with the authority to serve and implement the orders of the Ombudsman is the DILG and PNP. Is the good governor stripping the Ombudsman of its inherent power to implement its orders, decision, and legal processes? Para bang tinatanggalan ba ni Governor ng Gobernadora ng kapangyarihan ang Office of the Ombudsman sa pagpapatupad ng kanilang mga order, decision, at legal processes? As a matter of practice, the Office of the Ombudsman had, in the previous year, stopped the DILG and various departments in the executive branch to implement its orders and decisions with respect to officials and employees within their administrative supervision and jurisdiction. We realized, however, that our decision and orders were not immediately served and implemented. Worst, it resulted in the leakage of our orders and decision, thus giving the respondents the opportunity to seek for an injunctive relief before the courts. Hence, the Omnibus decided to put a stop to this practice. We would like to assure the good governor that due process was served in issuance of the preventive suspension order. For her guidance, a preventive suspension order is issued before the start of the investigation. Kumbaga, mag-uumpisa ito ang investigasyon pag may nakitang sapat na dahilan para umusad, magpapatupad muna ng suspension order. Ang sabi dito sa Section 24 ng RA 6770 or Ombudsman Act of 1989, and I quote, "The Ombudsman or the deputies can preventively suspend an officer or employee under their authority pending an investigation. This can be done if the evidence of guilt is strong and the charges involve dishonesty, oppression, gross misconduct, or neglect of duty, or if the respondent's continued stay in office might prejudice the case. The suspension without any pay can last until the case is terminated by the Office of the Ombudsman but not exceeding to 6 months. Further, in addition to the above provision of the law, a preventive suspension is issued to preserve the documents and evidence pertaining to the case which are under their control and custody and the possibility of being tampered with, to prevent the harassment of witnesses and in order to avoid the commission of further malfeasance or misfeasance of the office." In short, mga kapartner, kaya merong ganito na preventive suspension na ipinapataw po at doon magkakaroon ng investigasyon para hindi po magalaw nung inaakusahan na isang opisyal. Kasi kung nandyan pa rin siya, baka hindi natin alam, pwede niyang itago yung mga dokumento. I-tamper niya yung mga dokumento para hindi niya mapakialaman, kumbaga. Ma-preserve po yung mga dokumento. So, kailangan mo na niya mag-step down, masuspend mo na siya para mabigyan ng kalayaan ang ombudsman na mag-imbestiga rito, no? Para hindi kumbaga hindi niya magalaw, no, ng inaakusahan. O, di po ba? Governor Garcia owes the ombudsman an apology for its unfounded accusation and malicious insinuation that politics is involved in the issuance of the preventive suspension order because the ombudsman is an appointee of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. I would like to remind, saglit lang, 'di ba? Kung ganito yung logic ni Garcia, hindi po ba ang isa sa mga mahigpit na kaalyado ni former President Rodrigo Duterte at opisyal, Vice President for Visayas ata ito ng PDP laban, si Mike Rama, Mayor Mike Rama ng Cebu City po, mga kapartner. Hindi po ba napatawan din siya ng suspension ng Office of the Ombudsman? Kung susundin po yung logic nung sinabi ni Garcia na, ay, appointee yan ni kaya ginigipit ako. Dapat hindi dapat masuspend si Rama. Hindi po ba? I would like to remind the good governor that irrespective of who appointed the ombudsman, its deputies, and the special prosecutors, regardless of the political color or affiliation of the respondent accused, we shall apply the law justly and fairly. And we shall always be cognizant of the right of the respondent to presumed innocent. The office of the ombudsman has remained and will always remain an independent constitutional office and committed in its mandate to protect the rights of the people and fight graft and corruption. Yan po ang naging pahayag po ni Samuel Martires po, mga kapartners, Samuel Reyes Martires ng Ombudsman. Ano ba ang inyong masasabi ukol dito?